What's good, Mozilla's? In front of me I have two of the most stylish helmets on the market at the moment. On the right it's the Icon Airflite, and on the left I have the Ruroc Atlas. The Icon Airflite is made out of a polycarbonate shell, while the Ruroc is made out of an aerospace grade T300 carbon fiber, which is said to be the strongest helmet material. They both meet DOT and ECE standards, while the Icon Airflite actually exceeds that, and it meets Australia's SAI standards and Japan's PSC. The Icon Airflite comes in weighing at 3.7 pounds, which is a little heavy for a polycarbonate, but it's not too bad. And the Ruroc is actually known for being lightweight, and it comes in at 3.1 pounds. And that's thanks to the carbon fiber shell. The field of view is very excellent on both. I did not think that the Atlas will have such a good field of view compared to the Airflite, but it surprisingly does very well, if not a little better. Coming down to the aerodynamics, they both handle high speeds very well. During high speeds, I didn't catch myself getting pushed by the wind. It was quite easy to turn my head left and right, up and down, without having the wind push on my helmet too hard. Coming down to the liners, they both have washable, removable liners. The Icon Airflite has 3 removable liners, while the Ruroc has 1 piece. The Icon Airflite cheek pad liners actually have an insert for any comms unit, which is very convenient. On that note with liners, let's go ahead and talk about comfort. Now, I would say that they're both comfortable. However, the Icon Airflite's liners feel a slight bit more comfortable. They're thicker and they're softer. When I put on the Icon Airflite, I feel good cushion around the top of my head and around my face, holding the helmet in place. With the Atlas, it is small and tight, but the top isn't as plush as it is on the Icon Airflite. There's less padding towards the temporal part of my head on the Ruroc compared to the Icon Airflite. That being said, they're both very easy on short or long rides. Now with ventilation, when I first got the Icon Airflite, I told myself, wow, this helmet does very good at ventilation. You have 2 air intake switches up top, you have your mouth vent on the bottom, and 2 exhaust ports on the rear. Then I got the Ruroc Atlas. The Ruroc Atlas ventilation system by far exceeds the Icon Airflite's ventilation system. I could be stopped on a light and not worry about having to raise my visor. While you're riding, all you do is feel air being sucked in and sucked out of the helmet, which is a very good thing. On that note, Ruroc Atlas actually created this system called the RAID system. It directs air from the mouth vent up to the visor, which provides an anti-fog relief to the visor. With the Icon Airflite, the visor has an anti-fog coating. Let's go ahead and talk about wind noise. There was talk that the Icon Airflite was a bit too loud for some people. While it's not overly obnoxious, it's manageable. In one of my previous videos, I actually reduced some of the wind noise by adding a helmet skirt towards the bottom. So if you want to see that, you can go ahead and check that video out. Now with the Ruroc Atlas, there are 6 intake vents, 6 exhaust ports, and with that many vents, there's bound to be a lot of wind noise. And Ruroc is actually sending everyone a complimentary windscreen or chin curtain because it did not come with one. The Icon Airflite does come with one, which is very small. It goes right under the chin, which does help a little, but not enough compared to a helmet skirt. Now let's go ahead and talk about the accessories and the visors. The Icon Airflite came with a clear visor, and you have your optional, colors that you can purchase. The Atlas comes with a clear visor, and they threw in a complimentary tinted visor, which is pretty cool of them. The Icon Airflite's visor locks up in one place up top and locks towards the bottom. You can keep it halfway open if you'd like, but it can move. Now with the Atlas Ruroc, you have a locking mechanism for the top, midway, and all the way to the bottom. The Icon Airflite's visor locks in very well at the bottom, while the Atlas Ruroc actually leaves a small gap underneath the visor and the helmet, which actually welcomes wind noise coming in through the visor. On that note with visors, let's go ahead and talk about the ease of change with the visors. With the Icon Airflite, all you have to do is remove the side plate on both sides, lift up on the visor, and the visor pops off. With the Ruroc Atlas, they give you this Allen key, which you have to turn to remove the visor. And I found it difficult to go ahead and install this tinted visor onto the helmet. It took me about 5 minutes. Let's talk chin straps. The Icon Airflite has the old school but very well known and very safe double D ring. At first it might be a little awkward, but muscle memory takes over and it becomes second nature to go ahead and actually strap in your chin strap with the Icon Airflite and the double D rings. The Atlas Ruroc has a magnetic chin strap, which they call a fidlock, and I do love this fidlock system. It's easy and it attaches very quickly. The only thing that I don't like is the fact that this is a little too long. So it kind of gets in the way of trying to have the magnets attract each other. So you kind of have to like lay these on top of each other before you let the magnet do its thing. It took a while to learn how to use it, but once you learn, it is very easy and it just attaches real quick and it does not come off unless you pull on the little red tab. I wish the Icon Airflite came with a magnetic chin strap, but it didn't. And I'm very happy that the Ruroc Atlas actually comes with it. Let's talk size. The Icon Airflite, it's true to size. While a ton of people are saying that the Ruroc is very small, I don't find that to be true. I believe it's true to size, although it has a very tight fit. Ruroc come from a snowboard scene, and this is their first motorcycle helmet, which pretty much leaves a lot of room for improvement. I would honestly improve the visor, removal and installation, the visor seal, and somehow figure out a way to minimize the wind noise, which they say that it is in the works. One thing that I love about the Ruroc Atlas is that it's Bluetooth compatible. Each helmet comes with built-in speakers and the capability of adding a shockwave system. That pretty much gives you a hands-free system. You can listen to music, take directions, or talk to friends, which is pretty dope. That has yet to arrive. I did purchase that. They said they're shipping that out sometime in June or July. So I'm still waiting on that system to be installed, and I will review it once I do receive it. The Icon Airflite also comes with a built-in sun visor inside the helmet, which at first was difficult to try to find the little switch, but then once I learned it, like I said previously, muscle memory just kicks in and I can just flip it on and off fairly easy. With the mouth vents, the Icon Airflite, for some reason, I have a difficult time having to open and close that switch. My gloves don't make it any easier, but there's like an extra rib inside the helmet, which doesn't allow me to actually pull down on the switch. While the Ruroc Atlas is very easy to open and close that vent. All right, so let's talk prices. With the Icon Airflite, it comes in at $320, which seems fair for that helmet. It has great visibility, fits great, is comfortable, and has very good ventilation system. With Ruroc's Atlas, it runs you just $100 more, which I can understand why it costs a little more, being that it's made out of carbon fiber. It's lighter, it has much better ventilation than the Icon Airflite, and has the optional built-in shockwave system. If money is an issue, I would go with the Icon Airflite because it's an all-around great helmet. If money isn't an issue, I do recommend purchasing the Atlas. I love how light it is, which makes it a lot more comfortable. The ventilation is great, and I can't wait to have the shockwave system come in. Well guys, there you have it. Both these helmets are great. I love them. I'm happy to own them, and I hope you guys liked this video. If you found it very informative, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, don't give me a thumbs down. Just leave a comment down below and let me know what I can do better. Alright, Mozillas, peace out.